In this video, I'm going to show you how to get gigantic plants with tons of kg inside of Grow a Garden 2. I know that if you're watching this video, either you're trying to compete in the guilds event or you were trying to simply just make a ton of money, and don't worry, I got you. I'm going to show you how it's all done. But all I ask is that you guys subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. And also, there will be giveaways at the end of this video where you can earn tons of insane seeds such as the Moon Bloom or the Dragon's Breath. And all I am going to tell you guys is you're going to want to watch till the end to know how to enter in those. So, obviously, since we have the brand new guild event, that's been the reason I've wanted to get very high kg. And luckily, I managed to find multiple methods that are suitable for beginner, middle, and end tier players. Earlier on, obviously, we all pretty much knew that bamboos were one of the best plants to get, not only because they're cheap, but they stock a lot and they're worth a good amount, especially since they can get heavy. Now, ever since I made that video, if you actually go ahead test out the bamboos for this theory, you will notice that it's not much good. Like, it is nowhere as good as it used to be, and I'm actually going to go ahead and water the plants. That way we can get them to grow up really quickly. And I got a pretty lucky one right here. As you can see, this one over here is 24 kilograms. But the problem with this is that they actually went ahead and nerfed this to the ground. This bamboo was able to continuously grow even after you just don't play the game or anything. You could literally be sleeping and your bamboo was growing even after it has already fully grown. And that was pretty broken. However, they have gone ahead and patched it, but luckily for you, there is better methods. In case you don't know, every single plant inside of the game has a base kg, and that is a base weight that all of them come with, and it's different from plant to plant. So for example, on average, you will notice my coconuts weigh 2 kilograms, and these guys weighs 2. All of these are pretty much 2 kilograms. If I'm lucky, it's more. And the only way to actually increase that is by using things like sprinklers and stuff like that, or you can choose plants that are actually considered very high on average. Now, all of the plants inside of the game have basically been tested except for 2, and we will also be testing those in this video, but those 2 in specific are obviously the best ones, the supers, the Moon Bloom, and the Dragon's Breath. But in this video, I'll be sure to test out for you and see if it's actually worth your time. But the other one that's been very good is the Ghost Pepper, because on average, this one is 16 kilograms. But you're going to be like, hey, Numerous, isn't that pay to win? Truth is, it is. But guess what? There is other seeds that actually come very close to it. 2 other seeds that are very well known right now include ones... Oh, wait, this is the wrong shop. Hold on, we gotta go to the seed shop. But 2 other ones that are very similar are the mushroom. The average kg for the mushroom is actually 10 kilograms. And if we scroll down just a little bit more, I believe... No, wait, we have to scroll up, actually. It's the other way. Yes, this rare right here, the pineapple. Pineapple actually sits at the same rarity as the bamboo, except now the pineapple is literally better than the bamboo. The bamboo fluctuates a bit more, so sometimes it can be better, but typically you are going to get pineapples that are actually going to be very high in stats. However, I believe there's only 1 pineapple that you can harvest every single time. So let's plant it down and grow these guys. Now, keep in mind, since it is a single harvest thing, it does actually take a little bit longer, and that makes it a bit more annoying. But if we actually pull off the sprinkler method on these, it can get pretty insane. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that before the plant itself grow. Hopefully it works. So here we go, sprinkler. We're gonna need the rare, and let's go ahead and do the uncommon. I'm not gonna waste other sprinklers because we have a lot of things to show in this video that you're not gonna want to miss. But let's go ahead and water this thing. Come on, speed the process up. We need the fruit itself to actually start growing right now. And there we go. It's 9 feet, so it's nothing crazy. All I did was plant it down. I mean, it shouldn't be too much, right? Well, that's when you will actually notice once I water these, we will get some pretty decent kilograms on them. And obviously, in this video, it's going to get a whole lot better. But let's go ahead and see what we get for the fruits that actually grow on this thing. And yeah, that might take quite a second. The reason why you wouldn't want to use the bamboo bamboos, or you would want to use the bamboos over the pineapples and things like the mushroom, which are very good, is because the bamboos are just super fast and they stock a lot. So obviously that's going to give you a reason to want to buy it. However, if you're using sprinklers, you are much better off actually getting the other ones like the mushroom or the pineapple. Now, if you are simply trying to earn tons of money as a beginner, I do recommend you start with the bamboo. However, after you make a decent amount to where you can comfortably buy the pineapple or the mushroom seeds, that's what you want to focus on. And you can actually use alt accounts in order to do it much faster. All you do is simply just get a bunch of accounts in here to purchase all the seeds for you and all of the sprinklers. That's exactly what I do, and that's how I'm actually able to have tons of sprinklers. As you can see, I have 6 super sprinklers. I did not buy those with Robux, and then I also have tons of these rare and uncommon sprinklers, and all I did was just use alts. That is possible because of the mailbox. I mean, it literally lets you gift anything to anyone, so it's a pretty good little system. Oh my gosh, bro, these pineapples take forever to grow. You don't actually have to place your sprinkler again unless you want to make it grow faster, because as soon as the plant itself fully grows in size, the fruits will follow what the sprinkler says. So if you have sprinklers down, the fruits are typically going to be bigger because they have more luck in them. So me watering it would kind of be pointless at the moment. Instead, I'm actually just going to sit here and just buy tons of sprinklers until it grows. Matter of fact, actually, we got a fence crate. I literally do not have any fences in the game. So let's open this one. And bruh, we got a wood fence. That is quite literally almost the same exact thing as what I already had, bro. Are we serious? Okay, as you can see, the plants are growing. And look at this one. It is 8 kilograms. And bro, that is a fat pineapple. I should mention the size of the plant itself does not matter in getting kg. As you can see, I have these giant mangoes here, but the mangoes themselves, look, it's only 4 kilograms. This is nothing. The game is very new, so we are not absolutely sure of the minimum weight or the average weight of the bamboos. But after the nerf, it's typically been proven to be around anywhere from like 10 to 20 kilograms. Before the nerf, it was basically at around 20 kilograms. Every time you would basically plant a bamboo, you were kind of guaranteed to get something around 20 kilograms. Now, if I actually try it, oh, it looks like it's lower than that, actually. Oh my god, this is like 5 kilograms now. Yeah, in the past, it was a lot higher. You would get 15, 20, and a lot of players got some very high numbers. If you take a look, some people now, I'm sure some people use different stuff in my clan, but most of these people who got around 200 kilograms, they actually got it from the bamboos. As you can see, here's some picture of one of the members on our channel, and as you can see, they have an 86 kilogram bamboo, but they said it was 101 kilograms earlier before the nerf happened. Sorry about that. So meaning that before the nerf happened, people were able to get a 10 to 20 times increase from the average of the bamboo, which, if you don't know what that means, if that is possible with other types of plants, you could get some crazy things. And that is why I actually wanted to test out something very important, and that is the dragon's breath, the best seed in the entire game. So we're going to test it out with this one to see how high we can get, or what it is on average, to basically calculate how high we get. Now, at the same time, I do want to test out that other plant, which is called the moon bloom, because in case you don't know, the moon bloom, since it's like one seed only that you can collect, or one fruit, it does give you more money. So if you're doing it for the money, the moon bloom is better than the dragon's breath, simply because, I mean, it just gives more cash. But let's go ahead and try it out. Here's a moon bloom. Wait, I have 2 moon blooms? I thought I just bought my first one. Okay, I literally have no idea how I got 2 moon blooms. Maybe I just got it from like my mailbox or something. Shout out to whoever gave it to me, bro. There's a lot of people gifting me stuff. Guys, you literally do not need to give me anything. I can't even send these back. The only thing I can do is just collect them. But look at the pineapples we made earlier. As you can see, on average, they are at 10 kilograms. So if you were to go ahead fully use a sprinkler method on these, you could probably get something a lot more. Now, I'm actually going to delete these because we will not be needing these guys anymore. However, great option if you do not have the best seeds in the game. It's probably the second best choice. And I am also just going to collect the bamboos because I don't want those here anyways. You know what? This coconut tree, bro, you guys can go too. The coconuts actually suck. Their weight's so low. But now we're going to go ahead and try a full sprinkler method on these, meaning that I'm going to use every single sprinkler in the entire game to not only grow the plant, but also grow the seeds. And here we go. Okay, I have a legendary, the super, the uncommon, the rare. Actually, I'm missing the normal sprinkler, so let's go ahead and get that too. All right, I literally have every single sprinkler in the game. And the first thing you want to do is actually place the sprinklers. If you place the seed first, the seed itself won't get very tall. And that's just a preference. I want my seed to be very tall. So we're going to go ahead and place all of the sprinklers down. Just like so. Boom. Literally every single one of them. I'm also going to go ahead and water the area just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and plant the seeds. And look at that. I have just planted both of the seeds down. And let's go ahead and just grow all that way. You guys, you know, don't have to wait for this thing to grow. That would be very boring. So please subscribe. I'm paying to grow it. There we go. That's one grown. And then we also have the other seed, which is, I forgot what this thing is called. But there we go. Let's grow it. I can't even see what it is. And look at how high up the dragon's breath is. As you can see, though, these guys actually don't have anything for me to harvest right now. So at this point, I want to leave the game. That way, my sprinklers can do the job and let these guys grow. Actually, before I do that, out of curiosity, I'm just going to press grow all. Let's see. Will this work? Or do I actually have to wait for those to grow? Come on, please work. And oh, it does work. And look at that. The dragon's breath on average is 12 kilograms. Now, I can actually go ahead and harvest these. And look, my guild competition record is going up. Mine did reset because I joined a new guild. But I can go ahead and harvest these and come back and they will be bigger once again. So we're just going to go ahead, leave the game and rejoin in a little bit. All right, guys, I waited a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I went ahead and took a nap because this plant does take a long time to grow. And it's finally almost grown. I don't think I can actually pick it up. The dragon breath, on the other hand, did not do anything good. I mean, we got a golden one, so it's great for money. But the dragon breath didn't get really big, unfortunately, this time around. However, this moon bloom did get big. And as you can see, it is 33 kilograms by just simply using some sprinklers that were actually used kind of late. Now, I did want to actually test this with the super watering cans. The super watering can and the super sprinkler are kind of common to see in stock. Like, it's genuinely not bad. Maybe we'll see it in stock, or else I can just buy it with Robux, I guess, so I can show you guys, and maybe that might work a little bit better. So, yeah, I don't think it's stock. Let's just go ahead, buy it for 340 Robux. I don't recommend you do this at all, by the way. It's definitely not worth buying this with Robux. I've gotten like 5 before, so, don't buy it with Robux. That's the most important part. But I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is place all my sprinklers down, and then we're gonna use Robux to make this thing big. And we're also actually gonna use literally every single type of thing. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and place down this moon blossom. Now, I am gonna give away one moon blossom like this, so if you want it, all you gotta do is subscribe with notifications on and comment down below why you think you deserve it over other people. And here we go. Okay, so we're first gonna go ahead and start the sprinklers. Let's go ahead, place that one. Let's place that one, and then this one. I think that's all of them, right? Is that every single sprinkler? Let's make sure that's right. I hope it is. If it's not, I'm gonna be very sad. Oh my god, wait, I'm missing the legendary sprinkler, bro. I have no legendary sprinklers. Oh no, we gotta buy it with Robux. Oh god, I wish I didn't have to do this. I probably had some on my alts because I've not actually transferred it. But here we go. Let's buy it with Robux. Don't do this with Robux. Usually there's like 2 of those at stock at once, but I am gonna do it. There we go. Place that one, and then we're gonna place this last moon blossom, and we're gonna go ahead and water it. On top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this one that was 33 kilograms. There we go. Let's pick up everything just like so. And then we're going to go back down and throw on the super watering can. There it is, bro. Oh my god, look at how fast it's growing. And yup, that definitely works a whole lot better. Look at that, dude. That is insane. The moon blossom's so big. So yeah, the super watering can seems to be the way to go if you want these to get really big. Look at that. We have a dragon breath that's 65 kilograms. It literally doubled in size. And my other boom blossom did not actually grow yet. That one takes quite some time to get through, but let's try watering it a little bit more. I don't know. Watering it isn't gonna help. We might literally just have to wait. But by the looks of it, oh my goodness, we got some giant dragon's breath, bro. Why does the moon blossom have to be so complex and growing? Since I did have to grow it from scratch, this one is gonna take some time to grow. But at this video, at the start of the video, we actually started with like no KG in my clan, right? And now if we actually go to the guilds over here, press view guild and take a look, I'm currently at 34, and let's see what we're gonna be at the end of this. I will say you can also pull this off with the bamboos, but it's a little bit quicker, and you don't really have much time to think about it versus this one, since it takes a long time to grow and it allows you to place more things down. Okay, we can see the particles on this moon bloom, meaning it's pretty close, but I'm not sure if it's gonna get bigger than the dragon breath, bro, simply because of the fact it had a watering can. I mean, I do want to actually try that, but technically it's not going to change in size if I just add a watering can to it. A super watering can will not change what it's already pretty much determined to get. And you can see I got giant dragon breath, so it does not matter on the actual size of the plant itself. It just matters what you do in order to get a big fruit. And bro, I did just realize all of my pets are bunnies, which isn't necessarily bad, but they only give speed, and the thing that you actually want to have is the deer instead, because they're super easy to get, and on top of that, they actually help your plants grow 10% faster, meaning whatever sprinklers and stuff you've already placed down on it, it will be able to use them more, because the sprinklers only last like a minute and they are kind of very short. So yeah, having those does help out a lot. I did try growing some bamboos by leaving the game, and it's not bad still. Like, you can get 16 kilogram bamboos just using the poopy sprinklers. I only use like the first 3, but I should mention it's really only good if you're trying to make money still, but if you're trying to go for the guild event, it's not really the best. We actually have the best thing happening in this server right now, bro, which is lightning. And if you don't know, this gives an insane mutation for tons of cash. The multiplier on the lightning mutation, I believe, is 80 times. So hopefully if it strikes in this area, we should be able to low-key get really rich from this. Now, this moon blossom looks like, or moon bloom, has grown to 16 kilograms. That's pretty trash, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. But the dragon breath is still insane, so I'm just hoping it strikes over here and we get some mutations on these. Come on, bro. Please strike in this area. Yes! Okay, that's one strike. Did anything get hit, though? What got hit in this area? Bro, there's no way a thunder just happened right where I needed it to, and it literally barely missed. Bro, tons of stuff in my garden are getting struck, which is amazing, bro. But I would love if we could get that over here in this area. Bro, there is no way nothing in this area has gotten struck by lightning right now. That actually makes me so mad, bro. No shot. There's no way my luck is this bad. Look, a coconut within like an inch of both of them got struck. But this area just did not, I guess. Oh my god, bro. That is such an L luck. But yeah, the things we're pulling off here are insane, man. If we just go ahead and pick up like some of the dragon breaths, we're going to earn so much. But there we go. There is one. And as you can see, 65.7 kilograms. I literally doubled my competition score from earlier. Obviously, the developers have gone ahead, did tons of changes to, I guess, support pay to win. And it's kind of sad because earlier on, you could just get this with the bamboo. But now you need to have really good seeds in order to be able to get numbers as high as like these guys in the #1 clan. As you can see, they managed to get it before the changes. So they're probably going to stay in first forever. And why has the owner of this clan not contributed anything? That is so weird. And while it's raining, I'm going to go ahead and try one more time, except this time I actually have my deer pets on. And I don't know if that's going to make a difference or what, but I'm willing to try it, bro. Please subscribe, guys. I'm spending so much Robux trying to find out a good method. And on top of that, I'm just probably going to go ahead put some bamboos next to it, because why not? I feel like it would be more fun. Okay, so we got every single sprinkler, including the legendary now, and we got the super watering can. Now, everything has fully grown already, so hopefully all I have to do is just place stuff. And here we go. Let's go ahead and start with the sprinklers. Boom, here's one, here's another, third one, and then the mini sprinkler, which this one I might have to place a few just in case. And then what we want to go ahead and do is claim everything. Hopefully my max kg will go up a little bit here, but I might have already collected the best one, so that's fine. There we go. Let's get everything on here, and then we're going to use the super watering can. Or actually, first, let's place some bamboos. Boom, there's a ton of bamboos, and then boom, super watering can right there. Come on, bro. Give me something bigger. Okay, 37 kilograms, 37 still, 37. Bro, that thing is above 37. Okay, we got a 40. Oh, the moon bloom over here actually went to 45. So moon bloom is more of a bigger range, it seems like, than the other ones. And this one over here is 40, even though it looks massive. Previously, that would have probably been around like 400 kilograms if I just knew about this back then. But obviously, we didn't. So that's not happening. But let's go ahead and spam a bunch more bamboos. Who knows? We might get lucky and pull off a pretty big one. But yeah, I just genuinely don't think this is working, man. Oh, no. Yeah, the bamboos are only good if you're just starting out. And since we did actually, were able to get something that's like, for example, wait, what was the thing we got? View guild. Yeah, let's go down here and look at it. Since we did get something that's 66 kilograms, and if we are assuming the nerf, it should be possible to go all the way up to things like 264 grams on the things like the Dragon's Breath or the Moon Bloom. But it's going to be very, very difficult to do that. I will say that. And if you do get it, well, consider yourself very lucky, because it takes a lot of luck and it takes a lot of sprinklers. But let me know what you guys think of this method or these methods, because there's a selective amount to choose from, and you can do whatever you're comfortable with depending on where you are in the game. But obviously, once you actually start getting Dragon Breath fruits and stuff, that's when it's going to get really good. As of right now, the next Dragon Breath that is basically guaranteed to come into stock will be at this time in the CST time zone. So if you want, you can change it to your own time to figure out what that exactly is, but that's when it's going to get stocked again. But other than that, I will still be giving them away, and let me know. I'll probably pick 1 or 2 winners for this, and comment down below why you want it, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications. Until then, please hurry up and watch this video on the screen right here. I went and picked it for you myself. I really think you're gonna like it, but pick it fast, please. It's a way better video, but hurry up, pick it. This video is about to end. Until then, I'll see you there. Bye-bye.